Buenos Aires is the capital and primate city of Argentina. The city is located on the western shore of the Rio de la Plata, on South America's southeastern coast. Buenos Aires is Spanish for fair winds or good airs. Buenos Aires is classified as an Alpha Global City, according to the Globalization and World Cities Research Network, GAWC, 2020 ranking. The city of Buenos Aires is neither part of Buenos Aires province nor the province's capital, rather, it is an autonomous district. In 1880, after decades of political infighting, Buenos Aires was federalized and removed from Buenos Aires province. The city limits were enlarged to include the towns of Belgrano and Flores, both are now neighborhoods of the city. The 1994 constitutional amendment granted the city autonomy, hence its formal name of Autonomous City of Buenos Aires. Its citizens first elected a chief of government in 1996, previously, the mayor was directly appointed by the President of Argentina. The Greater Buenos Aires conurbation, which also includes several Buenos Aires province districts, constitutes the fifth most populous metropolitan area in the Americas, with a population of around 13.8 million. It is also the second largest city south of the Tropic of Capricorn. The quality of life in Buenos Aires was ranked 91st in the world in 2018, being one of the best in Latin America. In 2012, it was the most visited city in South America, and the second most visited city of Latin America. It is known for its preserved eclectic European architecture and rich cultural life. It is a multicultural city that is home to multiple ethnic and religious groups, contributing to its culture as well as to the dialects spoken in the city and in some other parts of the country. This is because since the 19th century, the city, and the country in general, has been a major recipient of millions of immigrants from all over the world, making it a melting pot where several ethnic groups live together. Thus, Buenos Aires is considered one of the most diverse cities of the Americas. Buenos Aires held the first FIBA World Championship in 1950 and 11th FIBA World Championship in 1990, the first Pan American Games in 1951, was the site of two venues in the 1978 FIFA World Cup and one in the 1982 FIVB Men's World Championship. Most recently, Buenos Aires had a venue in the 2001 FIFA World Youth Championship and in the 2002 FIVB Volleyball Men's World Championship, hosted the 125th IOC session in 2013, the 2018 Summer Youth Olympics and the 2018 G20 Summit. The city of Buenos Aires lies in the Pampa region, with the exception of some areas such as the Buenos Aires Ecological Reserve, the Boca Juniors Football Club, Sports City, Jorge Newbery Airport, the Puerto Madero neighborhood and the main port itself. These were all built on reclaimed land along the coasts of the Rio de la Plata, the world's widest river. The region was formerly crossed by different streams and lagoons, some of which were refilled, and others tubed. Among the most important streams are the Maldonado, Vega, Medrano, Sildone, and White. In 1908, as floods were damaging the city's infrastructure, many streams were channeled and rectified. Furthermore, starting in 1919, most streams were enclosed. Most notably, the Maldonado was tubed in 1954, it currently runs below Juan B. Justo Avenue. Buenos Aires has over 250 parks and green spaces, the largest concentration of which are on the city's eastern side in the neighborhoods of Puerto Madero, Recoleta, Palermo, and Belgrano. Some of the most important are: Parque Tres de Febrero was designed by urbanist Jordan Cheslaw Wysocki and architect Julio Dormal. The park was inaugurated on November 11, 1875. The subsequent dramatic economic growth of Buenos Aires helped to lead to its transfer to the municipal domain in 1888, whereby French-Argentine urbanist Carlos Thays was commissioned to expand and further beautify the park, between 1892 and 1912. Thays designed the Zoological Gardens, the Botanical Gardens, the adjoining Plaza Italia and the Rose Garden. Botanical Gardens, designed by French architect and landscape designer Carlos Thays, the garden was inaugurated on September 7, 1898. Thays and his family lived in an English-style mansion, located within the gardens, between 1892 and 1898, when he served as Director of Parks and Walks in the city. The mansion, built in 1881, is currently the main building of the complex. Buenos Aires Japanese Gardens is the largest of its type in the world, outside Japan. Completed in 1967, the gardens were inaugurated on the occasion of a state visit to Argentina by Crown Prince Akihito and Princess Michiko of Japan. Plaza de Mayo. Since being the scene of May Revolution of 1810 that led to Argentinian independence, the plaza has been a hub of political life in Argentina. Plaza San Martín is a park located in the city's neighborhood of Retiro. Situated at the northern end of pedestrianized Florida Street, the park is bounded by Libertador Ave. N. Maipo St. W. Santa Fe Avenue, S. and Leandro Alem V. E. The majority of porteños have European origins, mostly from the Andalusian, Galician, Asturian, and Basque regions of Spain, as well as the Italian regions of Calabria, Liguria, Piedmont, Lombardy, Sicily, and Campania. Other significant European origins include French, Portuguese, German, Irish, Norwegian, Polish, Swedish, Greek, Czech, Albanian, Croatian, Slovenian, Dutch, Russian, Serbian, English, Scottish, Slovak, Hungarian and Bulgarian. Buenos Aires dialect of Spanish, which is known as Rio Platense Spanish, is distinguished by its use of vozio, yismo, and aspiration of s in various contexts. It is heavily influenced by the dialects of Spanish spoken in Andalusia and Murcia and shares its features with that of other cities like Rosario and Montevideo, Uruguay. At the beginning of the 20th century, Buenos Aires was the second largest Catholic city in the world after Paris. Buenos Aires is also home to the largest Jewish community in Latin America and the second largest in the Western Hemisphere after the United States. The Jewish community of Buenos Aires has historically been characterized by its high level of assimilation, organization, and influence in the cultural history of the city. Buenos Aires is the seat of a Roman Catholic Metropolitan Archbishop, the Catholic Primate of Argentina, currently Archbishop Mario Pali. His predecessor, Cardinal Jorge Bergoglio, was elected to the papacy as Pope Francis on March 13, 2013. There are Protestant, Orthodox, Eastern Catholic, Buddhist and various other religious minorities as well. There are many public universities in Argentina, as well as a number of private universities. The University of Buenos Aires, one of the top learning institutions in South America, has produced 5 Nobel Prize winners and provides taxpayer-funded education for students from all around the globe. Buenos Aires is the financial, industrial, and commercial hub of Argentina. Advertising, in particular, plays a prominent role in the export of services at home and abroad. The Ministro Pistarini International Airport, commonly known as Ezeiza Airport, is located in the suburb of Ezeiza, in Buenos Aires province, approximately 22 kilometers south of the city. This airport handles most international air traffic to and from Argentina as well as some domestic flights. The Aeroparque Jorge Newbery Airport, located in the Palermo district of the city next to the riverbank, is only within the city limits and serves primarily domestic traffic within Argentina and some regional flights to neighboring South American countries. Other minor airports near the city are El Palomar Airport, which is located 18 kilometers west of the city and handles some scheduled domestic flights to a number of destinations in Argentina, and the smaller San Fernando Airport, which serves only general aviation. The port of Buenos Aires is one of the busiest in South America, as navigable rivers by way of the Rio de la Plata connect the port to northeastern Argentina, Brazil, Uruguay, and Paraguay. As a result, it serves as the distribution hub for said vast area of the South American continent. Buenos Aires is also served by a ferry system operated by the company Buquibus that connects the port of Buenos Aires with the main cities of Uruguay, Colonia del Sacramento, Montevideo, and Punta del Este. More than 2.2 million people per year travel between Argentina and Uruguay with Buquibus. One of these ships is a catamaran, which can reach a top speed of about 80 km per hour 50 miles per hour. As Buenos Aires is strongly influenced by European culture, the city is sometimes referred to as the Paris of South America. With its scores of theaters and productions, the city has the busiest live theater industry in South America. In fact, every weekend, there are about 300 active theaters with plays, a number that places the city as first worldwide, more than either London, New York or Paris, cultural meccas in themselves. The number of cultural festivals with more than 10 sites and 5 years of existence also places the city as second worldwide, after Edinburgh. The Centro Cultural Kirchner Cultural Center, located in Buenos Aires, is the largest cultural center of Latin America, and the third worldwide. Buenos Aires has long been considered an intellectual and literary capital of Latin America and the Spanish-speaking world. Buenos Aires is home to 5 Argentine television networks: America, Televisión Pública Argentina, El Nueve, Telef, and El Tres. 4 of them are located in Buenos Aires, and the Studios of America is located in La Plata. Buenos Aires architecture is characterized by its eclectic nature, with elements resembling Paris and Madrid. There is a mix, due to immigration, of colonial, Art Deco, Art Nouveau, Neo-Gothic, and French Bourbon styles. Buenos Aires has over 280 theaters, more than any other city in the world. Because of this, Buenos Aires is declared the world's capital of theater. They show everything from musicals to ballet, comedy to circuses. Some of them are: Teatro Colón is ranked the 3rd best opera house in the world by National Geographic and is acoustically considered to be among the world's 5 best concert venues. It is bounded by the wide 9 de Julio Avenue, technically Cerrito Street, Arturo Toscanini Street, Tucumán Street, as well as Libertad Street at its main entrance. It is in the heart of the city on a site once occupied by Ferrocarril Oeste's Plaza Parque station. Cervantes Theater, Teatro Nacional Cervantes, located on Córdoba Avenue and 2 blocks north of Buenos Aires' renowned opera house, the Colón Theater. The Cervantes houses 3 performance halls, of which the Maria Guerrero Salon serves as its main hall. Its 456 square meters 4,910 square feet stage features a 12 meters 39 feet rotating circular platform and can be extended by a further 2.7 meters 8.9 feet. The Guerrero Salon can seat 860 spectators, including 512 in the galleries. A secondary hall, the Orestes Caviglia Salon, can seat 150 and is mostly reserved for chamber music concerts. The Luisa Viel Salon is a multipurpose room known for its extensive gold leaf decor. Teatro Gran Rex opened on July 8, 1937 as the largest cinema in South America of its time. It is an Art Deco-style theater. Teatro Avenida, Avenida Theater, was inaugurated on Buenos Aires' Central Avenida de Mayo in 1908 with the production of Spanish dramatist Lope de Vega's Justice Without Revenge. The production was directed by Maria Guerrero, a Spanish-Argentine theater director who popularized classical drama in Argentina during the late 19th century and would establish the important Cervantes Theater, Teatro Nacional Cervantes, in 1921. Buenos Aires has been a candidate city for the Summer Olympic Games on 3 occasions, for the 1956 Games, which were lost by a single vote to Melbourne, for the 1968 Summer Olympics, held in Mexico City, and in 2004, when the Games were awarded to Athens. However, Buenos Aires hosted the first Pan American Games, 1951, and was also host city to several World Championship events, the 1950 and 1990 Basketball World Championships, the 1982 and 2002 Men's Volleyball World Championships and, most remembered, the 1978 FIFA World Cup, won by Argentina on June 25, 1978, when it defeated the Netherlands at the Estadio Monumental 3-1. In September 2013, the city hosted the 125th IOC session, Tokyo was elected the host city of the 2020 Summer Olympics and Thomas Bach was new IOC president. Buenos Aires bid to host the 2018 Summer Youth Olympics. On July 4, 2013, the IOC elected Buenos Aires as the host city. Buenos Aires hosted the 2006 South American Games too. Football is a popular pastime among many of the city's citizens, as Buenos Aires, featuring no fewer than 24 professional teams, has the highest concentration of teams of any city in the world, with many of its teams playing in the Major League. The best-known rivalry is the one between Boca Juniors and River Plate. The match is better known as Superclásico. Watching a match between these two teams was deemed one of the 50 sporting things you must do before you die by the Observer. Other major clubs include San Lorenzo de Almagro, Club Atlético Huracán, Vélez Sarsfield, Chacarita Juniors, Club Ferrocarril Oeste, Nueva Chicago, and Asociación Atlética Argentinos Juniors. Diego Maradona, born in Lanús Partido, a county south of Buenos Aires, is widely hailed as one of the sport's greatest players of all time. Maradona started his career with Argentinos Juniors and went on to play for Boca Juniors, the national football team and others, most notably FC Barcelona in Spain and SSC Napoli in Italy. In 1912, the practice of basketball in Argentina was started by the Asociación Cristiana de Jóvenes, YMCA, of Buenos Aires, when Canadian professor Paul Phillip was in charge of teaching basketball at the YMCA of Paseo Colón Avenue. The first basketball clubs in Argentina, Hindu and Independiente, were located at the YMCAs of the Greater Buenos Aires metropolitan area. By 1912 the first basketball games were held by YMCA headquarters in Buenos Aires. Nowadays, the Argentine Basketball Confederation is headquartered in Buenos Aires. Argentina has been the home of world champions in professional boxing. Carlos Monzon was a Hall of Fame world middleweight champion, and the former lineal middleweight champion Sergio Martinez hails from Argentina. Omar Narvaez, Lucas Mathis, Carolina Dewar, and Marcos Maidana are 5 modern-day world champions as well. Argentines' love for horses can be experienced in several ways: horse racing at the Hippodromo Argentino de Palermo racetrack, polo in the Campo Argentino de Polo, located just across Libertador Avenue from the Hippodromo, and pato, a kind of basketball played on horseback that was declared the national game in 1953. Polo was brought to the country in the second half of the 19th century by English immigrants. The first rugby union match in Argentina was played in 1873 in the Buenos Aires Cricket Club ground, located in the neighborhood of Palermo, where the Galileo Galilei Planetarium is located today. Rugby enjoys widespread popularity in Buenos Aires, most especially in the north of the city, which boasts more than 80 rugby clubs. The city is home to the Argentine Super Rugby franchise, the Jaguars. The Argentina national rugby union team competes in Buenos Aires in international matches such as the Rugby Championship. Buenos Aires native Guillermo Vilas, who was raised in Mar del Plata, and Gabriela Sabatini were great tennis players of the 1970s and 1980s and popularized tennis nationwide in Argentina. Vilas won the ATP Buenos Aires numerous times in the 1970s. Other popular sports in Buenos Aires are golf, basketball, rugby, and field hockey. Juan Manuel Fangio won 5 Formula One World Drivers' Championships, and was only outstripped by Michael Schumacher and Lewis Hamilton, with 7 championships. The Buenos Aires Oscar Galvez car racing track hosted 20 Formula One events as the Argentine Grand Prix. Between 1953 and 1998, it was discontinued on financial grounds. The track features various local categories on most weekends. The 2009, 2010, 2011, 2015 Dakar Rally started and ended in the city. Thank you for watching this video.